All right, we should be good now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. Glad to be with you this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel as well. Turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. I did do an Instagram live earlier. I don't know how to save the Instagram live, so I have to kind of work on that. But I did it around 7:30 this morning. We called it Good Morning Markets. Let's see if the name sticks. Glad to be with you this morning. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have the ticker at the bottom, as you know, got some pre-market movers. So again, read those at your own leisure. Let's go ahead and start around the horn. Dow futures are down 82 points. Most of that is United Health. That is down about 4% this morning. They're the highest weighed in the Dow index, excuse me. Nasdaq futures are up 0.76%. Thank you to Taiwan Semiconductors. They beat on earnings as well and forecast. So again, that's propping up the Nvidias and the AMDs of the world with that move. So again, semiconductors are moving higher today. That's boosting the Nasdaq. Also, we had an Apple price reiteration or a price upgrade from Bank of America. So that's helping out the Nasdaq as well, since they are the second largest weight. Excuse me. S&P 500 futures 4785. We went on Instagram yesterday, and I did talk about that level that we had, which was at 4750. Could have been a pivot. We got as high as 4800. So let's see if we can actually break and sustain above. Russell futures up 0.44% at 1933. And then 10-year Treasury yields at 4.123%. That is up as well. So again, the ticker scrolling at the bottom. Good morning, everybody. Man, this new mic, amazing. Feel like I'm listening in 3D. Turn down that bass in your voice. No, that's just me being tired, I promise. That's me being up at 4 a.m. checking futures. Gotta love it. Some news here, scrolling at the bottom. Initial jobless claims that happened today at 8:30. 187,000 claims versus the 205,000 claims. So this is the lowest since February 2023. Continuing claims at 1.81 million versus 1.84 million estimate. That's the lowest since October. So the labor market is very, very strong. We got to pull back slightly, and then we boosted, and then now the dollar is above the 200-day moving average. I'll place that scrolling at the bottom. This is why we're getting yields higher. This is why we're pulling back from the highs on the S&P and the Nasdaq. I also mentioned regarding Nasdaq futures, we need to break 17,057. I reiterated that on Instagram this morning. Crude oil, 72.59 a barrel, up about 0.19%, where gasoline futures are down about 0.5% at $2.12. Gold futures are up 0.29%. Talked about that as well this morning regarding that 2,000 level. I'm looking for 1985 on gold futures to see if we can buy that dip. Maybe the dollar gets a little stronger with this chop. Silver futures down 0.41% at 22.57. Copper futures $3.71 currently. That's down 0.40%. Going to Forex land, 108.57. That's down 24 pips. Dollar yen, 148.13. That is flat this morning. Dollar Canadian dollar is up slightly, kind of like crude oil, up about 12 pips, 135.16. Pound dollar flat. As we know, the pound can be very volatile. 126.53. That's down about 18 pips this morning. Bitcoin futures 42,545. We're looking for 40,000 as support. 25.21 in Ethereum. That's down 1% this morning. Again, we reiterated the dollar is above the 200-day moving average at 103.59 currently, while the VIX is down 2.5%. Again, thank you to the semiconductor space, because that's exactly what's boosting the market, mega cap tech. Shopify had a price target increase from $70 to $70 from 53 at Barclays and an equal rating. Treasury yields did extend their climb. 10-year touches its weekly high of 4.13. Remember, we were below 4% just a couple of weeks ago. So things are moving. I'll go ahead and leave the pre-market movers. Let's go ahead and get straight to the questions and answers. All right, Apple looking good above 187. Could 190 calls be for next week worth looking at? This is from Jeff. Let's take a look at it. All right, so Apple, I got the alert at 187.67. That gives us a smidge off the possible 1 hour double top that we thought we were going to get on DraftKings, but we actually broke above. I'll show that here in a second. So 187.67, right? That is the gap fill that we're looking for right here, that first one, right at 185. So I would be targeting the 185 level. Excuse me, not 185, excuse me. If we break above 187, since we're at 186.45, this gap is going to be filled. So let's remove that. If we break above 187.67, I'm looking for this gap fill here of 191. So our target would be the 190 calls for next week, Jeff. So keep an eye on it for me. If we get above 187.67, guys, I will let you know on the watch list and charts. For those who are interested, here is our Discord. I'll keep you guys updated. This is for premium masterclass members only. Basic does not get access to watch lists and charts, but here you go. Got all the updates on exactly what's happening. Again, I'll give you guys the heads up on Apple if we get a crack at it. If we start breaking out first thing in the morning, different story, but I'll be as quick as I can with you guys. What has a stronger correlation with the stock market? VIX, dollar yields, DXY. The dollar index has a closer correlation. Now, the dollar and yields tend to run together as well. The volatility index can be back and forth. VIX really is not the fear gauge, but a measure of the 30-day call strikes volume, in a sense. People say fear gauge, yes. But, I mean, we're below 15. Historically speaking, that's really low. But yet we should be a lot higher. Granted, we're near all-time highs. Can't really get too upset on that. But the dollar is probably going to be your best guide in terms of where the stock market's going to go. We need the dollar to keep going down. We need to get below 100. That's going to be very key for us moving forward as stock market bulls. And really just kind of reiterate the point that what I think is going to happen is that we're going to kind of get to all-time highs. So let's go ahead and go over that here in a second. Let's go to SPX. And I really want to show this. All right. This is S&P 500. This is the spot index, not the futures contract. So you got two ways of looking at this. And this is exactly what I think is going to happen. We're going to get to 48.18. Maybe we get some initial excitement. But right here, I think that's where we pull back. I fully expect a correction. Correction is 10%. Let's say 8% or so, 8 to 10% pullback. 48.18 hits. We pull back after earnings are not as strong as we expect. Again, they'll be strong, but we've front run a lot of earnings. So I think that kind of gives us the beginning. Q1 into Q2, a little bit of a pullback. And then summer will start bidding higher as we get closer to the election. But here will be my first target, 46.32, which isn't crazy to think about. That's only 100 points from where we closed yesterday. So with that being said, down here, that's the trend line. I think we just come back, retest, and then we bounce. So again, we really are looking for 45, 45, 45, 50. If we can get there, team, that's what we're buying, because this is a new bull cycle, period. It is. The question is, can we get a better price than all-time highs, please? I want some Black Friday shopping too. Now we know where we can go. Let's see what we can get. Think of it that way, all right, team? So S&P 500, fully expect, one more time, write this in your notes. We're going to stay around this area, around 4,800. That's where we're selling. Not in terms of stock, but in terms of positioning. We're looking the stock market to sell it. Now, if we break out to 5,000, so be it. I mean, that's fine. But the risk reward, again, running out of steam here. Once we pull back, 46.35 is our first target on a swing. The next target is 45.30. That's where we're buying more stocks. All right, guys? That's what we're really looking for. Right now, in terms of the market, it's a stock picker's market. Just buying the S&P here. I mean, unless your dollar cost averaging in your retirement account, which is totally cool with me. Right now, it's kind of tough to sell the point of let's buy stocks at all-time highs. Kind of need a little bit of a discount. So even Citibank says that all dips are opportunities. I agree halfway. Not all dips. Yesterday wasn't really a dip to me. Yeah, the last couple of days have been very volatile. It's very choppy. That's really all we're getting. All right, team. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, as always. If you are interested in joining our service, let me see if we can bring this up here for you guys. If you are interested in joining our service, here's our website, www.gar.capital. If you want access to our live, free, live market blog. Go to access our Discord. There's our memberships there. But again, if you just want to kind of give us a try, you want to do a free trial, this is the free trial for you. Well, it's for life because the blog will always be free. Just click on free plan here, and you need to have Discord app, the Discord app and a Discord account to get access. So just want to go ahead and show you guys that. Have a great rest of your morning. We will see you on the blog. We'll see you on the Discord server, and I'll be on the radio as well, going over the market open. So I will catch you guys right around 9:25. Premium and masterclass for the radio. Maybe Nick joins me as well, but we will go ahead and leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. I'll see you then. Cheers all.